if you're not trying to prioritize a stat, you're trying to even out your stat line, which is why Val's really like taking out of that extra spot in speed and evening it out into that attack. Then on the other side, of course, in Hattori's in twos like to have that 5 defense. It just gives that little bit more survivability.
So we are going to be going to Mammoth. It was Mammoth, Dome, and Enigma that were left on the field. That's for me, that would be an easy choice going over to Mammoth. We haven't seen any Enigma today, have we? I know we haven't seen it in our block, and I don't remember it being on any of the previous blocks. So there was a moment where I took a shower and cut my hair.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen too many tri-platform maps as a whole, like, or any like multi-platform maps. But right now, there's one platform moving around on this map of Mammoth. The red team not even worrying about it as they're putting that damage onto Snowy of the blue team.
Big dare coming out from Zacoi. Unfortunately, it's onto Snowy, and he's getting launched high. He's taking so much damage here. There's the D-Light, wants the Nair. Doesn't end up connecting. Weapon toss coming out from Santy, now putting the hurt onto Zacoi. Gravity cancel side signature ends up hitting a little bit of his teammate as well, but Santy's still in a decent spot compared to everyone else. Side light from Simba. Knockout move should be coming out soon. There's the recovery from Simba to take out off the top, and there's the Zacoi knockout as well. Blue team wiped.
Yeah, fantastic gravity cancels coming out from Santy's side light into the recovery. Caught him without a dodge, so he couldn't avoid that recovery. Santy and Simba currently in the red, though, on their first stocks. The side signature from Snowy going to take out the first stock of Simba.
Recovery from Zacoi, sending Santy high. He's the last person on his first stock. Sidelight Nair comes out. He ends up getting interrupt. They look like they're focusing maybe more on the 1v1s. As we saw a member of the red team on the wall, and then the other one kind of on the soft platform, kind of split the blue team up, but they might get the double KO here. The recovery from down low is going to allow Santy to get close to that blast zone, but not close enough for a knockout.
Yo, this knockout soon. This blue team, they had the stock count even right now. They could easily even this up if they get this stock off of Santy. Staying close with a very tenured team in Simba and Santy.
D-Light Dare finds the recovery,
oh, no.
even though I don't believe that was true. That was a very delayed recovery.
That team knockout from Zacoi, though, with that hammer down air onto Snowy.
Now, to me, this just looks a lot more chaotic than kind of any of the previous sets that we've seen so far today. And I think that's what kind of separates players at this caliber from the Remy Isidrus, from the Boomy Sandstorms, from the like top 3 teams. Even though we've seen Santy and Simba play really well in twos, this just looks overall more chaotic, and like they don't really have the full handle on the flow of the game like we've seen from some of our other like top 3 players.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the blue team is very much just trying to go in, trying to just maintain pressure at any point in the game, and it's working out for them, right? They've taken Simba out. He is all left to a 2v1 against Santy, but Santy able to pick up the gravity cancel downlight into the recovery to take one of them out. Snowy trying to get him down to his final stocks. The side air will do it, but Snowy cannot afford a big hit. Anything with variable force will take him out at this point.
Weapon starving has to be a priority for him. In comes the spawn. Santy's able to grab it immediately. Sider's going to send him far. D-Light. Santy was looking for it over the corner. Being very careful. Not a lot of moves coming out from Santy.
Green dodge.
Oh.
Nice punish. Oh no, went the wrong direction, and Santy's going to capitalize. Downlight recovery. And that's going to be game 1 on Santy and Simba, but that's got to be a little bit of a wake-up call, right? Zacoi and Snowy, definitely the underdogs in this one, and they made Simba and Santy sweat.
And Santy put out 736 damage. Oh boy. And that isn't just like, oh, he was in a 1v2 for a really long amount of time, so of course he's going to have more opportunities to put out that damage. Like Simba put out 353, Santy put out over double that. Oh my gosh, Santy is waking up on this Val. Maybe going down in the loser's bracket, that put a little shot of epinephrine in his coffee. That's not, what do you put in espresso? Let's just, those are 2 different things. I hope you understand. Espresso in his coffee.
Nobody I do not go to Starbucks and ask for a double shot of epinephrine.
Yeah, I don't know what happens if you drink epinephrine, but it's probably bad, so don't do it. Also, don't inject into epinephrine unless you like really need it from like an EpiPen. But other than that, don't put it in your coffee. That's probably a whack way to consume coffee.
Yeah, that's probably not the best way to start your day, but
I am not a medical professional.
Yo, that down light recovery is a great way to start game number 2, though, as Zacoi's gonna get taken out. Snowy gonna try to keep this one close, going for these big side airs. The ground pound sends Santy flying. Simba tries to save him, but Santy's gonna fall the down air. Simba got the wall touch.
So damaged over on the edge, though. I'm just a little bit surprised Zacoi wasn't ground pounding. Like, Zacoi's in a pretty good spot, even though he's on his second stock. Like, he's not super behind in damage, so it's going to take a lot for him to lose that stock against a player who was unarmed. But he didn't want to throw out a ground pound on the edge. Even, like, the bounce off probably would have led to the kill. Side air from Simba going to knock out Snowy. He's on his second stock. Oh, no! The side signature from Santy is going to put out the team damage enough to get that stock.
This is now close between both teams. Nobody too hurt on either side. Nice kind of passing between the blue team as Zacoi just sneaks in there, gets that stomp side air. Santy just slightly more hurt than Simba. We're seeing Simba really change up the difference between game 1 and game 2, where he was falling so incredibly quick. Now he's surviving a little bit longer than Santy.
Ooh, chainsaw coming in. Didn't charge it, but still got punished. Zacoi found the down light, wasn't able to hit the side air or any other follow-up off of that. Man, team damage coming out again.
This is what I'm talking about, though, with this blue team. Okay, he's just trying to combo his boy. He's just trying to get some style points. Santy gonna capitalize. Nice stomp side air, keeps this one close.
It's 3 stocks to 3. Member of each team in the red. Simba somehow doesn't find the knockout. Oh, no, the weapon toss is gonna save. Boy,
we touched.
Has the dodge. It's deleted by that side air from Santy.
Yo, but meanwhile, look at Santy's health bar in the top right. This could be doable for the blue team. They needed to get these stocks off of Santy and Simba, and then they'll just be doing the 2v1 against Simba on his final stock.
Bottom side of the neutral signature from Simba. Luckily for Snowy, that soft platform was there to interrupt some of that momentum. Ground pound, but it doesn't send Santy down. It bounces. Simba down low on the edge. Both members of the blue team up on the main platform. Santy's able to get back. D-Sig! D-Sig!
Nice down air on the right side. See the blue team swap. Gravity cancel side light. That's going to be the stock count. And Simba now has the 1v2. He is going to be hunting Snowy. Snowy, the more hurt of the blue team members. And they cannot afford the team damage that they've been putting out so much onto each other.
Ooh. This just looks so chaotic. Snowy's doing what a Lance player should in throwing out a lot of neutral lights. That weapon spawn's gonna come in. Ooh, Simba's still able to get to it. Oh man, is Simba gonna be able to take this? He is definitely in the lead now. Spear v spear. Side light. Doesn't get the D light. Wanted to turn it around. Oh, and the recovery, and Simba takes the 1v2. One critical mistake that I think that they made was Snowy, you saw him juggling those weapons, trying to delay the weapon spawn. I would have rather him just grab the axe, throw that away, immediately go back over and pick up his lance. That way he's there, ready to capitalize on any mistake that his teammate makes or follow up off of any success that his teammate has in finding a move. Meanwhile, he was just kind of stuck there, being like, well, I'm juggling this. That means I got like 2 things in my hand, so this is where my focus is, this is where my priority is. So if something happens, he's not ready to go, ready to respond on anything that Zacoi hits or gets hit by.
But the other side of that is he was making sure that Simba was unarmed for that entirety of the 1v1 that he was letting Zacoi do. Unfortunately, Simba was able to sneak by, stole a weapon, and that was all he needed to close out game number 2 in the 2v1. Now we're here into game number 3. Santy untouched, while everyone else starting to get more hurt.
Simba going in with a ground pound on the edge. Zacoi in the orange. There's a neutral light. Santy hunting for the follow-up with the recovery. Zacoi was still too grounded. Simba getting sent really far. He's able to get back to the platform. Oh, man! overspaces the side air, gets the gravity cancel D-Light, and follows it up for the knockout. Snowy getting sent high. Nair not even sending off the screen yet. Maybe one more, maybe even two more D-Light recoveries for the knockout. Finds an axe side air, evening up the stocks, but Santy is sitting so good. A minute into this game. Is he even orange?
He's barely touched. As Snowy's starting to get that Lance combo onto his teammate, Santy with just a raw down air onto Snowy is gonna launch him off the screen. And now a stock count handily in the red team's favor.
Santy hit the sweet spot of that dare too, straight down right through the platform. Didn't even bounce off or nothing. That was a perfect, beautiful move from Santy.
Just goes back into it, hits the neutral signature onto Snowy, who was sitting high in the sky. Great spot dodge to avoid the approach from the blue team. Simba's still sitting on that left side, able to follow up off of Santy.
Snowy wants to get this edge guard onto Simba. Yes, Simba in the red on his second stock. That would put him on his final stock. He'd be even in stocks with Zacoi. Hammer coming in, the dare misses. Simba gets the knockout. 5 stocks to 2.
Simba's gonna fall, but still the lead is huge for the red team. Even if they take out Simba and go into the 2v1 against Santy, they have shown that they take too much damage getting to that point. This is gonna be really difficult for this blue team to close out game number 3 and stay inside of this tournament.
Now we're doing his best. Juggling Santy. Sidelight comes out from Santy. Follows up with a neutral light. Nice response from Zacoi, but Santy still keeps going, even though he just got hit by 2 moves. Doesn't disengage, doesn't totally back up. Neutral signature from Zacoi. Gonna put some solid damage onto Santy. Has him in the orange. Is Snowy gonna be able to convert this edge guard? And he does! That's what they needed! I would have liked to maybe see like side air into the wall to get him there a little bit quicker, but still, is Snowy gonna be able to confirm yet another edge guard? Simba
that's trouble.
Stays close to the wall. Snowy comes in with the ground pound, but it was too wide. Weapon toss, bonks him in the head. Ground pound sends him flying. The red team takes it, securing the set. Santy and Simba moving on.
Santy and Simba able to close it out. It was definitely closer than I think people would have expected just looking at these raw team names and the raw numbers. So really well done from Snowy and Zacoi. But of course, Santy and Simba, just such a strong established team, able to continue on in this one. And they're not even going to wait for us to set up the next one. Santy and Simba already starting to ban out maps as they're going to go up against Pugsy and FaZe.
I think either this set or if they win and move on to the next set, that's where, based on their performance in the previous game,